Another issue that all retail stores are facing is how do we make sure we keep shoppers coming in the store? How do we ensure that they don't begin doing everything online or use their mobile device to order the things they want and buy it that way? It's not a bad thing, but it's not what people want to do. You don't want to stay home all day or stay on your phone all day long, purchasing and doing everything. You want to get out and see things. So the more we can create some form of engagement to get people active in what they're doing within our retail setting or perhaps in our trade show, the greater interest that is, and the more it's likely to bring them back because they know that's part of the social experience. So one way the retailers can do that is to try and create more of an experience. Find if we can get people to come into our stores, pick up products, they're more likely to buy it. The 2012 study showed that if they held a product within a category, this is the grocery channel, in 66% of the time they would actually buy that product. So we have to somehow get that product in their hand. The mass merchant channel study, which included apparel and some other hardware items, there was a little bit more effort to get them to actually buy, but 56% of the people who picked up a product bought within that category. They may have traded to a different item in the category, but they bought something in the category because they got engaged while they were in the store. I want to show a brief video of how one brand began using this. This is Hellmann's mayonnaise. Now, I'll talk over this. This is actually down in Brazil is where this was occurring. So what you'll see here is they came up with a device using a shop-along device. You may have seen this in some retail stores where it's an ability to track where a shopper is and what they're buying, and they can actually in some cases scan on these devices. Well, they decided to use those devices to actually communicate a potential recipe idea. And this is while they were passing a product through RFID or other communication, say, oh, they're next to these products. If we talk about if they use mayonnaise and this spice or these vegetables, they can make a real dish, a real creation. And it ends up where the shopper, oh, this is interesting to me now. I'm getting some interaction here. I learned something from this. So they had a great experience with this device. I can't tell you what it cost for them to actually use it. I'm not sure what the return on investment might have been, but they did see a significant increase in sales of mayonnaise. 45,000 people in 1 month were actually using the device. Thousands of recipes were sent out, and sales increased 68%. So let's think about that from a trade show perspective. Some shows that I've been to have things that cause you to interact with them. Whether it be you're voting on something while you're in the booth, you're interacting with them in some way. Sometimes it's a little putting range or whatever it may be. In this case, there was an interactive marshmallow stand at an expo. Some way to get them into the booth more than just having a display of product, a display of verbiage on a wall, or people to talk to, something gets them interacting with what's happening would seem to be one way to not only increase the visibility for the exhibitor, but also create an encouraging environment that people say, hey, that was interesting, that was fun. I want to come back and do that again next year when this show is back.